Okay, so now we're back for card number 3, and again it's a very easy, simple one, but one that is perfect for the male. And again, you can change your sentiment if you like, but I've just used the sentiments from the stamp set. Okay, so let's get on with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our small piece of Whisper White, and we're actually going to add it or adhere it to a piece of Night and Navy. Oops. Just like that. And again, I've only used allowed a small 1/8 of an inch around the edges, but as I said, you can use as wide as you like. You can make the Night and Navy wider, or you can make the Whisper White narrower. You could even cut your Whisper White out with the rectangle framelits if you wanted to. That would look quite nice actually. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our large piece of DSP, and we're going to adhere it to the piece of Balmy Blue. Again, you can use any piece you want, any side you want, but I like the stripy side, and I think the stripy side actually goes with this card. That's just, yep. So that's a little bit crooked at the top, so I'll just straighten that. That's why I tend to use adhesive, because I find that I can move it around. Okay, then we're going to add this to the Whisper White base card. So bring in our base card, and I've actually used thick Whisper White for my base, and I've actually got my bone folder, and we're going to do that, and we're going to add that to the front of the Whisper White, just like that. Now that's the front of our card. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this panel up onto our card just like that. But before we do that, it's always best, well, I find it best to actually do all your stamping first, because once you pop things up, you're not going to have that flat surface to get an even stamp image. So I'm just again using Night and Navy, and we're going to just stamp our birds right in up the top in the right hand corner, but you can do them wherever you like, and you can put another lot of birds onto it as well. So once I've done that, I'm then going to grab my dimensionals, and we're going to put a couple of dimensionals onto the back of our panel. Take our little lids off. I don't know what you call them, but I call them little lids or covers. Yep, that's done. We're going to put that right smack bang in the middle like that, making sure it's straight. You can put it off to the side if you like, but I'm going to put mine in the middle, and I think that looks okay. Now what I've done is I pre-stamped my lighthouse onto a piece of Whisper White using Night of Navy ink. I then die cut it with the lighthouse die from the Smooth Sailing dies. So then I'm just going to, probably don't need all those dimensionals, but they're there now, so that's okay. Just take our little lids off. Yep. And we're going to just put our lighthouse about there. You can place it wherever you like because it's your card. So I'm just happy with that. Now I've pre-stamped my sentiment onto a piece of white using soft suede. Then I've die cut it using the Benner shape from the Smooth Sailing dies. Okay, so all we're going to do now, we're going to pop that up across our lighthouse, and I'm again putting a couple of dimensionals onto the back of our sentiment, and I'm just going to pop it up out there. That looks pretty good to me. There, like that. So it's all coming together pretty quick. Now, once again, I have pre-cut my shapes. Now, this is the wheel in the Smooth Sailing dies. There's no stamp, but it has got all the elements of the wheel embossed in it once you die cut it. So all we're going to do, this is die cut from a piece of soft suede. Again, all the measurements are in your PDF tutorial. And all I'm going to do, you could use a mini glue dot to put this down if you like, but I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to smooth that out. And we're going to pop it just about there. I think that looks pretty good to me. Like that. Now to finish it off, we're just going to bring in our baker's twine, and we're going to tie a small bow, just like so. Just fiddle with that. Just fiddle with it until you're happy with it. And that's my, might bring that down a little bit. My small bow. We're going to grab a mini glue dot, which I nearly finished, and we're going to add the glue dot to the back of our bow. Sticky little devils, but that's great. And we're just going to stick him about there, just on the end of your sentiment. And again, I'll just trim that off, it's just a little bit too long. And again, that is our card. So these are our 3 cards. So that's number 3, number 2, and number 1. Yeah, so very easy, simple cards, but quite effective using the whole of the Come Sail Away suite. Okay, now during on our Facebook group, if you haven't joined and you haven't been invited to join, please let me know via email and I will add you to our group. And once again, thanks for purchasing this tutorial. It's much appreciated, and much appreciated for your support. I hope you enjoyed these cards. Thank you. See ya. Hooray.